Good evening students and welcome back to our online classes of English Language Standard 5th. So students, first of all tell me how are you? I hope that you must be fine and taking care of yourself. Now students, recently we have completed our first term syllabus. Now we have started our second term syllabus, and the first topic that we are going to study, and we have seen the first part of that topic is adverb. Now students, we are going to continue this topic adverbs in our second term. Okay, one part of this adverb we have seen previously, and now we are going to continue the part of the adverb in this session, in today's session. Okay, so students, you know that I have told you the definition of adverbs. Adverbs are the words that add more information about the verbs, and so we call them adverbs. And now students, we have previously seen there are various types of adverbs, and generally we can say that the words generally ending in ly, they are known as the adverbs. But students, after that we have seen there are various types of adverbs, and we have seen the first type, that is adverb of manner. And in that adverb of manner, we have seen that the words ending in ly, they are known as the adverb of manner. And we have seen the various examples. We have also formed the sentences, and I also have told you to do the homework. I have given you home assignment and you have done it very good way, or you have done it very successfully. Now students, we are going to move forward, and now we are going to see the other types, that are the adverbs of place and adverbs of time. So now students, we are going to study adverb of place. Okay, so adverb of place are also known as the where adverbs, because they give information about the place where the action takes place. Okay, so these adverbs of place, they are known as the where adverbs because they are giving information about the action where it takes place. So now we are going to see the examples of adverbs of place. So let's now students see, we are going to study adverbs of place. Now, as I have already told you that adverbs of place are also known as the where adverbs. Why they are known as where adverbs? Because they are giving us information about the place where the action takes place. Okay, and adverbs of place usually go in the end of the sentence. Okay, in the end position, means the adverbs of place are used in the sentence at the end position. For example, here, there, up, down. Means I am not telling you the opposite words, but all these are the adverbs of, the words are of adverbs of place that we used in the sentence. Okay, so here, up, upstairs, outside, there, down, downstairs, inside, anywhere, everywhere, somewhere, nowhere, near, away. All these words are the adverbs of place. And to remember it, we can just use the words like this: here and opposite of that word there, up, down, upstairs, downstairs, outside, inside, anywhere, everywhere, somewhere, nowhere, near and away. Means by this method or by this trick, you can remember these words. All these are the adverbs of place. So let's see how to use these words, adverbs of place, in a sentence. Okay, now see, here is question number C. Write adverbs of place in the blanks. Means the sentences are given here and we have to use the adverbs of place in these following sentences. Okay, so see, first sentence is come dash dash full stop sit next to me. So what we will write here? Come here. So this is the word that shows the adverbs of place. Here. Come here. Sit next to me. So we have to underline this word here. Now see the second sentence. Father looked dash dash. He saw a spider on the ceiling. Father looked on, or father looked up. Okay, so we will write here up. So second sentence is like that. Father looked up. He saw a spider on the ceiling. Now third sentence is the puppy is dash dash to be found. We have searched high and low. So the puppy is nowhere found. Nowhere to be found. So we will write here nowhere. Okay. The puppy is nowhere to be found and we have searched high and low. Means everywhere we have searched but the puppy is found nowhere. Now fourth sentence is the snow was falling dash dash. It soon covered the lawn, the trees and the roads. The snow was falling, so we will write here everywhere. It's not like that the snow is falling on a particular place. When there is a snowfall, it falls everywhere. It soon covered the lawn, the trees and the roads. So have you understood how we have used the words of adverbs of place in these sentences? Now I just want to explain you here. So as I have told you that the adverbs of place, they come at the end of the sentence. Means we are using them at the end of the sentence like this. Come here. Here is the word that has come here at the end of the sentence. Okay. And we have given full stop here and then we have started our next sentence. Okay. Come here. Sit next to me. Father looked up. Full stop. He saw a spider on the ceiling. That is our second sentence. Third sentence, the puppy is nowhere to be found. Okay. Nowhere to be found. Full stop. We have searched high and low. Then the snow was falling everywhere. Again, this adverbs the word everywhere has come at the end. Okay. The snow was falling everywhere. So everywhere is the word that shows the adverbs of place. And it soon covered the lawn, the trees and the roads. So I hope that up to now have you understood. Now see the next sentence. Now students, see the next example. Can you see my spectacles dash dash? I have searched for them dash dash. Can you see my spectacles? Anywhere. Can you see my spectacles anywhere? I have searched for them. And what we are using here? Everywhere. Okay. So we have to underline these words. Now see the next sentence. Let's go dash dash. It's very hot in the lawn. Let's go inside. The word we are using here, inside. Let's go inside. It's very hot in the lawn. Now seventh number. I am free this evening. Let's go dash dash. I am free this evening. So we want to go. Let's go somewhere. So we have used here somewhere and you have to underline it. Next, sentence number 8. Their residence is dash dash. I remember they lived dash dash a forest. Their residence is away. One minute, I forgot to write down one sentence here, one word here, their residence is far away. The word that we are using here, their residence is far away. I remember they lived dash dash a forest. And into the bracket it is given close to. What is the word that we are using here for close to? Close to means near. Near a village. So have you understood how we have solved this? Question number C, using the different words showing the adverbs of place. Okay. So now we are going to see the adverbs of time. So let's move forward. Now students, the third type is adverb of time. We are going to see adverbs of time, and adverbs of time are also known as the when adverbs. Okay. And these, the words that we used as the adverb of time, they generally placed at the end of the sentence. Okay. We usually placed them at the end of the sentence. Okay. Now see, the examples of adverbs of time are late, early, today, then, formerly, soon, later, now, morning, lately, daily, immediately. These are the examples of adverbs of time that we used in the sentence. Now we have to solve question number D. Use adverbs of time in the following sentences, and we have to fill in the blanks. Now come home dash dash. The first sentence is come home dash dash. First stop, we have guests coming over for dinner. So we can say come soon, or come home soon, or come home early. Both the words we can use here. Come home early. Okay. Or we can also use here come home soon. Okay. But we are using here early. Okay. Come home early. You have to underline this word. We have guests coming over for dinner. Okay. So like this. Second sentence is I am sorry but I will be dash dash. So we can use here I will be late. So you have to underline this word. I am sorry but I will be late. Tell me the truth, write dash dash. If we are asking to someone to tell the truth, so we just want to tell it right now. So tell me the truth, right now. So we are going to use here now. So you have to underline the word. Donna said she would come, but later on she changed her mind. Okay. So here Donna said she would come, but later on she changed her mind. In this sentence, we have used here later. Okay. So you have to underline that word. Later on she changed her mind. Sentence number 5, dash dash upon a time. Now whenever we are telling a story, okay, or we are taking part in storytelling competition, when we start our story, at that time we are using this word dash dash upon a time. You can guess the word. What is the word? Once upon a time. Very good. So we will write here once upon a time. We start our story with this sentence, with this word. Once upon a time there lived a handsome prince. Okay. So have you understood, students? Now let's move forward. Sentence number 6. Now students, see the next sentence. I phoned the doctor and he came immediately. Immediately. Okay. So like this. You can use here the word immediately, or you can use the word soon also. Okay. Both means either at, not to use both the words at one time. Okay. At one time you can use only one word. I phoned the doctor and he came immediately. You can write this, and I phoned the doctor and he came soon. You can like this. You can write like this also. Okay. So seventh one is I arrived in the morning. You can write here morning. I arrived in the morning. And last one, I get the newspaper daily. Newspaper comes to our house daily. So we can use the word daily here. I get the newspaper daily. So like this, we can use the adverb of time. Now we are going to see the adverb of frequency. Frequency means how many times that thing is happening. Frequency means how many times it is repeated. Okay. So that is known as adverbs of frequency. Now students, next type we are going to see adverbs of frequency. Adverb of frequency, they tells us or they ask us the question how often that action takes place. Okay. How often that action is repeated, or how often the particular action takes place. Okay. Now see, it asks the question how often. How often means how many times it is repeated. Okay. Placed in the mid position. So adverbs of frequency are placed in the mid position, in the middle of a sentence, but also used at front or in position also. Okay. Now see the sentences. Question number E, underline the adverbs of frequency. Okay. So here in these sentences you have to underline the adverbs of frequency. Means you have to identify which is that word that is telling us or that is giving us information how many times that action is repeated. Okay. We often go out for dinner. So which is the word here that is showing us the adverb of frequency, that shows us the adverb of frequency. So in the first sentence the word is often, so you have to underline that word. We often go out for dinner. So this word often is telling us that generally or daily we go out for dinner. Okay. Many times, often means many times we go out for dinner. Second, twice the man struck the boy. In this sentence, which is the word that is used as adverbs of frequency? The word is twice. So you have to underline that word. Then third sentence, I rarely eat fish, or I eat fish rarely. Rarely means very less time, very few times. I rarely eat fish. This is the word that shows the adverb of frequency. Or I eat fish rarely. So you have to underline this word. Then next sentence, occasionally we go to watch a film in a theatre. Okay. Occasionally we go to watch a film in a theatre. So in this sentence the word occasionally is used as adverb of frequency. Now fifth sentence, every day we go to jogging. We can say like this, or we go jogging every day. So every day we go jogging. So the word every day is used as adverb of frequency, and you have to underline that word. We go jogging, or we go jogging every day. So here also you have to underline the word every day, because this word tells us the adverb of frequency. Okay. These words are used as adverb of frequency. Now students, let's move to the next sentence. Now students, see the next sentence. Sometimes, comma, I feel very weak, or I feel very weak sometimes. So which is the word that is telling us the adverbs of frequency? Sometimes. So you have to underline the word sometimes. Sometimes I feel very weak, or I feel very weak sometimes. So you have to underline this word. Now see sentence number 7. We must always speak the truth. Yes, it is correct. Always we have to speak the truth. So here the word that is used as adverb of frequency is always, and you have to underline that word. Always speak the truth. Here also you have to underline. And now sentence number 8. The minister came once to our village, or the minister came to our village once. Both the sentences are correct. The minister came once to our village. So you have to underline the word once. And the minister came to our village once. Here also the word adverb of frequency is used in the end. Okay, as we have seen that it is used in the mid position also, or it is used in the end position also. So you have to underline this word once. The minister came once to our village, or the minister came to our village once. So like this we have finished up to adverb of frequency, and I hope that students you have understood it very well, because this topic is very easy to understand, and when you read the sentences you easily understand them. You can easily find out the adverbs of time, adverbs of place, and adverbs of frequency. So students, I hope that you have understood the things that I have taught today. We have learned adverbs, different types of adverbs, adverb of place, adverb of time, and adverb of frequency. And I hope that you have understood it very well. So one thing I just want to tell you, that you have to solve this question number E in your notebook, and also underline the adverbs of frequency in the sentences, and you have to take picture of that and you have to send me on my WhatsApp number. So here I just want to take your leave. Till then you have to take care of yourself. Bye for now. Bye bye.